The wait is finally over. After months of uncertainty and countless seniors wondering how they'll make ends meet with rising costs, Washington has delivered something that's going to put real money back in your pocket. We're talking about actual dollars being added to your Social Security payment, and this isn't some future promise or political talking point. This is happening right now, starting this week. If you've been receiving Social Security benefits, you need to understand exactly what's changed, because this affects your bank account immediately. The Social Security Administration has implemented adjustments that millions of retirees across America have been desperately waiting for. We're breaking down the exact amounts, who qualifies, when you'll see this money, and most importantly, what you need to do to ensure you're getting every single dollar you're entitled to. This isn't speculation or clickbait. These are official changes that impact your financial security today. Whether you're already retired or about to claim benefits, the next few minutes could mean the difference between missing out and maximizing what you've earned after decades of hard work. Let me be crystal clear about what's happening right now with your Social Security benefits, because there's been so much confusion and misinformation floating around that seniors deserve to know the absolute truth. The Social Security Administration has rolled out changes that are putting additional money into the pockets of beneficiaries across the United States. And this isn't some small adjustment that you'll barely notice. We're talking about meaningful increases that can help cover the rising costs of groceries, medication, utilities, and all those everyday expenses that have been eating away at your fixed income. First and foremost, let's talk about the cost of living adjustment, commonly known as COLA, because this is where a significant portion of this extra money is coming from. Every year, the Social Security Administration evaluates the current economic climate, looks at inflation rates, and determines whether beneficiaries need an adjustment to keep up with the rising cost of living. This year's COLA increase has been calculated based on the Consumer Price Index, and what that means for you in plain English is that your monthly check is going up to reflect the fact that everything from eggs to electricity costs more than it did last year. The percentage increase might sound like just a number when politicians talk about it, but when you multiply that percentage by your monthly benefit amount, you're looking at real money that can make a genuine difference in your daily life. Now, here's what makes this particular week so important. The Social Security Administration operates on a specific payment schedule, and depending on when your birthday falls and when you first started receiving benefits, your payment arrives on different days of the month. For millions of seniors, this week marks the first time they're going to see this increased amount actually deposited into their bank accounts. This isn't theoretical anymore. This isn't something you have to wait months to see. If you're one of the beneficiaries scheduled to receive your payment this week, you're going to open your bank statement or check your account online and see a larger number than you saw last month. That's the reality we're dealing with here, and it's exactly why you need to understand every detail of what's happening. The beautiful thing about how Social Security works is that once these increases are implemented, you don't have to do anything special to receive them. You don't need to file additional paperwork, you don't need to call the Social Security Administration, and you don't need to visit a local office. The system is designed to automatically calculate your new benefit amount based on what you were receiving before, apply the appropriate percentage increase, and deposit that money according to your regular payment schedule. However, and this is crucial, you absolutely need to verify that you're receiving the correct amount, because mistakes can happen, and you want to make sure you're getting every single penny you're entitled to after paying into this system for your entire working life. Let's dig deeper into who exactly is seeing these increases and how much we're really talking about. If you're receiving retirement benefits, you're getting this increase. If you're receiving survivor benefits because your spouse passed away, you're getting this increase. If you're receiving disability benefits through Social Security disability insurance, you're getting this increase. The adjustment applies across the board to virtually every category of Social Security beneficiary, which means we're talking about tens of millions of Americans who are seeing more money in their accounts. The actual dollar amount of your increase depends on what you were receiving before the adjustment, because the COLA is applied as a percentage of your existing benefit. Someone who was receiving $1,500 a month is going to see a different dollar increase than someone who was receiving $3,000 a month, but both are getting the same percentage boost. What's particularly important for seniors to understand right now is how this increase interacts with other programs and benefits you might be receiving. If you're on Medicare, and most Social Security recipients are, there's a relationship between your Social Security payment and your Medicare Part B premium that gets deducted automatically from your check. The law includes something called the Hold Harmless provision, which is designed to protect most beneficiaries from having their Social Security payment actually decrease because of rising Medicare premiums. This means that even though Medicare premiums typically go up each year, the majority of beneficiaries are protected so that their net Social Security payment can't go down. When you combine the COLA increase with the Hold Harmless provision, most seniors are seeing a genuine increase in the amount that actually hits their bank account after Medicare premiums are deducted. But here's where it gets even more interesting, and this is information that not enough people are talking about. Beyond the standard COLA adjustment, there have been some additional modifications to how benefits are calculated for certain groups of seniors, particularly those who are just now reaching retirement age or who delayed claiming their benefits past their full retirement age. The Social Security Administration has updated its actuarial tables and adjusted some of the multipliers used to calculate delayed retirement credits. And while these changes might sound technical and boring, they translate into real money for people in specific situations. If you waited until age 70 to start claiming your Social Security benefits, you've been earning delayed retirement credits every year past your full retirement age. And those credits mean your benefit amount is significantly higher than it would have been if you'd claimed earlier. The recent adjustments to how these calculations work have resulted in some beneficiaries seeing even larger payments than they anticipated. Another crucial aspect that's putting extra money in seniors' pockets relates to how the Social Security Administration has been processing retroactive payments for people who experienced delays in their initial benefit applications or who needed to appeal decisions about their benefit amounts. Over the past several years, the Social Security Administration faced significant backlogs due to office closures, staffing shortages, and the massive influx of baby boomers reaching retirement age. Many seniors who applied for benefits experienced frustrating delays in getting their applications processed and approved. The good news is that when your benefits are finally approved, you're entitled to retroactive payments going back to when you should have started receiving them. The Social Security Administration has been working through these backlogs, and many seniors are now receiving lump sum payments that represent months of back benefits they were owed. If you applied for Social Security months ago and experienced delays, keep an eye on your account because you might be receiving not just your regular monthly payment with the COLA increase, but also a substantial retroactive payment covering the time your application was stuck in processing. Now let's talk about something that affects widows and widowers specifically, because there have been some important clarifications and adjustments to survivor benefits that are resulting in higher payments for this group. When your spouse passes away, you're potentially eligible to receive survivor benefits based on their work record, and in many cases, this survivor benefit can be higher than your own retirement benefit. The rules around survivor benefits have always been complicated, with different claiming strategies available depending on your age and situation. Recent policy clarifications have made it easier for surviving spouses to maximize their benefits by switching between their own retirement benefit and their survivor benefit at optimal times. Additionally, the Social Security Administration has been conducting reviews of survivor benefit cases to ensure that widows and widowers are receiving the maximum amount they're entitled to. And in some situations, this has resulted in upward adjustments to monthly payments, plus retroactive payments for periods where beneficiaries were underpaid. For seniors who are still working while receiving Social Security benefits, there's important news about the earnings limit that determines whether your benefits get temporarily reduced. If you're under your full retirement age and you're earning income from work, there's a limit to how much you can earn before Social Security starts withholding some of your benefits. This earnings limit gets adjusted annually for inflation, and the recent increase in this limit means you can now earn more money from working without having your Social Security benefits reduced. This is particularly relevant for seniors who continue working part-time because they enjoy staying active or because they need additional income beyond their Social Security check. The higher earnings limit gives you more flexibility to work and earn without penalty, effectively putting more total money in your pocket when you combine your work income with your Social Security benefits. There's also been increased attention on something called the windfall elimination provision and the government pension offset, which are rules that reduce Social Security benefits for certain people who also receive pensions from jobs that didn't pay into Social Security, such as some government positions and certain jobs in education. While these provisions haven't been eliminated, there have been ongoing legislative discussions about reforming or repealing them, and some beneficiaries affected by these rules have seen adjustments to how the reductions are calculated. If you receive both Social Security and a government pension, it's worth checking whether your benefit amount has been recalculated in a way that's more favorable to you. What makes this particular moment so significant for seniors is that all of these different elements are coming together at the same time. You've got the regular COLA increase hitting accounts. You've got retroactive payments going out to people whose applications were delayed. You've got corrections and adjustments being made for people who were underpaid. And you've got various policy clarifications that are resulting in higher payments for specific groups. When you add all of this together, we're looking at a situation where millions of seniors across America are genuinely seeing more money in their accounts than they were receiving just a few months ago. However, and I cannot stress this enough, you need to be proactive about understanding your own specific situation. The absolute best thing you can do right now is create an account on the Social Security Administration's website at ssa.gov if you haven't already done so. This online account gives you access to your complete benefit information, shows you your payment history, displays your current monthly benefit amount, and provides personalized information about any adjustments or changes to your benefits. By logging into your account, you can verify that the COLA increase has been properly applied to your payment, check whether you've received any retroactive payments, and make sure all of your personal information is correct. If you notice any discrepancies or if your payment amount doesn't match what you believe you should be receiving based on the COLA increase, you can contact the Social Security Administration directly to inquire about your specific situation. It's also worth mentioning that scammers and fraudsters absolutely love moments like this when there's news about Social Security changes and extra payments, because they see it as an opportunity to trick vulnerable seniors into giving away personal information or money. You need to be extremely careful about any phone calls, emails, or text messages claiming to be from the Social Security Administration and asking you to verify your information or pay some kind of fee to receive your increased benefits. The real Social Security Administration will never call you out of the blue asking for your Social Security number. They will never threaten you with arrest or legal action, and they will never demand immediate payment. If something feels suspicious, it probably is. Hang up the phone, delete the email, and if you have genuine questions about your benefits, contact the Social Security Administration directly using the phone number on their official website or visit a local Social Security office in person. Looking ahead, it's important to understand that these benefit increases are not one-time events, but part of an ongoing system designed to protect your purchasing power throughout your retirement years. Social Security benefits will continue to be evaluated annually, and future COLA adjustments will be applied based on economic conditions and inflation rates. While nobody can predict exactly what next year's COLA will be, the system is specifically designed to ensure that your benefits keep pace with the cost of living so that your money doesn't lose value over time. This is one of the fundamental strengths of Social Security as a retirement income source compared to other types of fixed income that don't have built-in inflation protection. The bottom line is this: if you're receiving Social Security benefits, you should be seeing more money in your account starting this week, and you deserve to understand exactly where that money is coming from and how it's being calculated. This isn't just about numbers on a page or political promises about the future. This is about real money that's being deposited into your account right now. Money that you earned through decades of hard work and contributions to the Social Security system. Take the time to verify your payments, understand your benefits, and make sure you're receiving everything you're entitled to, because this is your money and your financial security we're talking about.